wanted to give you a preview of some of the items that you can see this spring and fall in your bounty box. Jake, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, you know, we've just started into the spring-summer bounty box season. We've already seen some amazing boxes come along, actually. Ones that, believe it or not, have impressed our team, because we can't believe we were able to put that together so early, particularly in the season. We're seeing such a very early spring. We had record high temperatures in March and then in April. So we saw many, many things come on very early that we you know, had the opportunity to put in the box that was exciting, that would have normally come, you know, at least 30 days and sometimes 60 days later normally. But there's still some great things to come. You know, there are, for example, peaches are going to be coming very, very soon. It's a very early season, but we're hearing good things as long as we can continue to get the moisture. So as long as there's rain to help those peaches fill out, I think we'll have a great peach season ahead of us. Right. There's also, on the fruit side of things, melons are yet to come. We should see probably fairly early in July, and then in mid and late August, we're going to see watermelons, honeydew melons, cantaloupes. So those will all be great additions on the fruit and sweetness side, as well as probably seeing some of our first apples coming on, you know, early August. So it's very exciting on the fruit side of the things this year. You know, Bryce, you want to talk a little more about the veggie side?
Yeah, in fact, I was shocked today. Here it is, still May, and I saw my first sweet corn of the year. Now, they didn't have enough to sell, but a farmer was actually eating it, if you can believe it, here in May. So next week, first week of June, we'll have a lot of sweet corn at the store, which is quite early for sweet corn. We're seeing, I actually on my farm have harvested hot peppers, have been harvesting them for a week now. Jalapenos, habaneros, and other, you know, spicy chili peppers, and it's incredibly early for that to be happening. But we're going to have a lot of them. We're going to have a lot of different heirlooms this year, which is really exciting. We've worked with a lot of farmers to get very tasty and what some people think of as odd varieties from all over the state. But we're going to have some really delicious heirlooms, tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers. The onion crop is actually booming this year. My farm, Bear Creek Farm in Osceola, you guys have planted quite a few onions as well. And I know they're just that bigger.
Yeah, they're going to be amazing. We just saw the first onions of the season for sale today, actually, here at the end of May, which is astronomical. You know, normally we don't see those till mid to late June coming along, but it does look like it's going to be a great season for both. You know, even garlic, for example, is already available, and it's going to be available soon in huge quantities. So it's exciting on that front to see those kinds of things. But also, there are some things that we worry about when it comes to a very early spring. So there's this excitingness, but then there's the part that you are concerned about, which is the fact that we had a very mild winter and a very early spring, which means that the pests have that much of a head start, both pests from the bug standpoint and the weed standpoint. So
not to mention we're about 7 inches short of rain on my farm for this year. There are spotty rains happening around the state, but we're incredibly dry. And you know, when you have your seedlings set out in the field and they don't get a rain on them, they never seem to take off as well or quickly as the other ones do. So we need that timely spring rain, which we didn't get this year.
So we're hoping that there will be, you know, cross your fingers for a wet June and a mild June and July, so that we can get some of those crops that still need the time and the energy to return. But as long as we can fight back the squash bugs and things like that, we'll see significant amounts of heirloom zucchini, which we haven't been able to see as much of, but through our contract with producers, we've been able to procure in advance. So that's great. And then as we move into the fall, we're already, believe it or not, planning for our winter bounty box program, which means that we are contracting with growers to put sweet potatoes and potatoes. We've got onions in that are going to be storage onions, as well as buying up all the garlic we can find.
In fact, I just planted my first sweet potato patch.
So
last weekend.
We're preparing. We hope that program will be even better than it was last year, with more root crops, more variety.
Hopefully you'll see things like rutabagas and parsnips. We think those things will definitely be in the winter box this season.
Different varieties of beets, different varieties of turnips. Some
Brussels sprouts, hopefully, if we get lucky. So So that's the kind of outlook. That's what you can expect, I think, for the months to come in the Bounty Box program, and hopefully that gives you an idea where we're headed.
That's right.
Yeah, and you can always get farm updates on our Facebook, our Twitter account, as well as our blog. We talk all about farming and the things that are happening and the practices that we use at our blog, which is www.foodrefresh.com.